All right. It's Monday, beginning of the work week. But you know what? If it means I never have to revisit last week, I'll take it. Welcome to the Grawlix Podcast, Lunchbox Live. I know I'm kind of fluid with that title. Grawlix Lunchbox Live. We're here to join you on your lunch break and talk TV and movie news and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Real quick, let me share a link to my co-hosts so they can join in. We'll get this rolling. Group call. And we should have Jesse.
I am talking.
You're talking.
I'm talking. I hear you, and you hear me. This is good.
That's the foundation of communication.
I like it.
All right. We should have Melanie joining here before long as well. It's Monday.
It is Monday.
It's Monday.
Garfield hates these.
Yes, that's true. This is his least favorite thing.
He loves lasagna and he hates these.
That's the foundations of Garfield.
And pushing Odie. That would be, if there are three pillars of Garfield, that's what they are.
I have a feeling Matt D is listening in and he's adopted a new horrifying moniker.
Oh no.
I see a Sammy Sock Monkey.
Oh, wow. Hey, at least he's equal opportunity on this thing.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Hello, Melanie.
Hello, Randy.
All right, we're all here. Sammy Sock Monkey says hello, all.
Hello.
Hello.
That would be Matt D, I'm assuming, because he knows all of your guys' fears. And that's who he shows up as someone else's fear every day.
He knows your fear.
It makes him kind of like the most friendly horror movie villain ever.
Yes, that's true. All right. Now if I can keep my throat clear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's Monday. As always, I've got some topics here. Of course, listeners. Oh, wow. I think that was like the reverse of my voice cracking.
It's folding in on itself as opposed to, instead of cracking, it's overlapping.
Yes. Listeners, you can always derail us in the chat, and I'm sure you will, because that's what you guys are good at.
Just mention Betty White.
Just mention Betty White. That happens. But I have the weekend box office report because it's Monday. And I also have several news items so we can react at them because that's what we do. We react at the news.
We do.
It's only telling me we got 5 listeners today. It's a little slow today. That's all right. It's Monday. Not everybody's they're not into the grind yet.
Yeah. Mondays suck.
Get into the grind bin.
Get into the grind bin. We're going to randomly promote other podcasts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, surprise.
I made it a personal goal to stop promoting Grind Bin because I did it for a long time I don't know why. It looks like someone has a case of the Monday, Sammy Sock Monkey says.
Is that like 12 or is that 24? Like is a case like a 12 pack is not truly a case.
Well, since it's a Monday, it's going to be like one short. It's Randy.
Yeah, you have a case of the Mondays.
It's like the opposite of a baker's dozen. A baker's dozen has 13, and this is like one short of an actual dozen.
Yeah,
the 11s.
A case of the Mondays it's always one short.
Yeah.
I don't have a case of the Mondays. I'm doing okay today. My work week doesn't have a defined end or beginning, so Monday doesn't really matter. Well, that's not true. I do a lot of, like, Sundays is my Monday, kind of. If that makes any kind of sense.
Well, that sucks, because I'm there on Sundays.
Well, okay. Sunday night, Sunday evening is my Monday after you leave. I do have a nice, relaxing Sunday morning every week because Melanie's here and we're hanging out. We usually eat biscuits for breakfast. And
flaky, buttery biscuits. You have to be specific. Flaky, buttery biscuits.
Flaky, buttery biscuits for breakfast. And we hang out a good chunk of the day. And then she leaves and I get to work. Mondays aren't too bad because if I'm waking up Monday, it means I've got all the podcasts uploaded or scheduled that I need to do. And yep.
Hey, speaking of those.
Hey, we released 2 podcasts today.
You sure did.
So first up, most relevant to this, what you're hearing right now is on the Grawlix Podcast. You can find it here on Castbox or anywhere else you can find podcasts. We released a best of Grawlix Lunchbox Live Week 1. I combed through all 5 hours of last week's live streams and pulled out the best 30 minutes, the funniest stuff. So you should definitely check out the Grawlix Podcast, and you can listen to the best of last week of what you're hearing now. Also released a GCU outtake, which I have a feeling won't do as well as the last GCU outtake because it doesn't have that catchy of a title. But man, this is way more entertaining in my opinion. Thanks, Sammy Sock Monkey. Totally great stuff, he says. The GCU outtake, we had Jesse on the last episode of Grawlix Cinematic Universe with me and Jasper, and there were a lot of good outtakes that didn't make it into the episode because they were just, as you'll hear, weird and random and out there. But
it'll explain a little bit why Jasper keeps getting fired, too.
Yes, it will. But I had set them aside and then put them together. And in putting them together, a narration began to form. So I ran with that. And even though it's just an quote unquote outtake, hi, why am I following? I don't know, Steven.
Because someone is leading, I guess.
Steven, we've talked to you last week a bunch. You're following because you like this show. We'll talk
to you here in a moment.
And we're awesome.
Yeah, that's why.
But anyway, okay.
You're welcome.
Steven, you bring up a good point. Let's get to the movie talk. However, yeah, Grawlix Cinematic Universe, check it out. It's got a little bit more extra production to it than your typical outtake episode. And it might be one of my favorite GCU episodes so far.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I like it.
Yes, you went above and beyond, sir.
I mean, we put that out because I didn't have time to record the regular GCU episode. And then I spent a bunch of time doing that. But it still worked out better for me.
Yeah, we can blame Jasper.
Yep.
He wasn't ready. It's all Jasper's fault.
All right. Since it's Monday, it's the weekend box office breakdown. Is that a catchy title for this segment?
Sure is.
Sounds like a tongue twister.
Jasper says he's not addicted to anything. That's what an addict would say. Okay. Real quick. Jasper, I'm glad you have a good sense of humor about things. I mean, obviously, we were having fun in those outtakes, but when I stringed them together and put it to that context, I was kind of like, man, I hope Jasper doesn't get weird about this, I hope he doesn't get upset. And I don't know, maybe he did, but I don't think he did. So it doesn't paint Jasper in the best light. No, he's going to embrace it. See, that's the first step, is accepting it, Jasper. He says, I need my flavored powder.
Man, we have seen it, you can see it right there in the chat, the evolution of his addiction. He went from denial into acceptance really quickly.
He did.
He didn't even worry about bargaining. He's just like, I just need it.
I'm not addicted to anything. I need my flavored powder. Okay. Box office report. Let's talk about the top 4 spots first off. Denial is not a river in Egypt, Sammy Sock Monkey says. So this weekend, and keep in mind, listener, we're U.S. based, so these are the U.S. rankings and estimates. I know we do get listeners from outside the U.S. I apologize. Toy Story 4, unsurprisingly, takes the number 1 slot in its opening weekend. Let's see. Like many releases this weekend, it's still performing below studio and industry expectations. That said, it brought in $118 million this weekend. However, based on past Pixar releases, it is estimated to gross over $400 million. And it's been getting very good reviews, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, Toy Story 4, that's the big release. It's no surprise that took the number one spot.
Right. I think it was like the only, you guys were talking about this on Friday, but it was the main movie that was coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. There wasn't a whole lot that I figured like really appealed to a wide audience. That it was pretty much just that.
Can I just say that these kids must be some amazing kids, because I don't know kids that don't destroy their toys long before they like grow up and pass them on to other people.
How
I
could
would
they
say,
survive this poor
especially
movie?
hand-me-down toys, like these toys would not have been. I mean, man, these are some kids with some organizational skills.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so that's unsurprising. What did surprise me a little bit is Child's Play took the number 2 spot. Again, it is also below expectations. It brought in just over 14 million, which, man, there's quite a bit of difference between that and the 118 million Toy Story 4 brought in. But let's appreciate for a moment the fact that a Child's Play movie opened in the number 2 spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's kind of rad. Yeah.
Yeah. I have heard nothing. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's good. So
Well, it's Child's Play, so
it's not going to be good, but it'll be entertaining.
yeah, exactly.
All right. The number 3 spot was the live action Aladdin, which is went into its 5th weekend in the top 10.
I don't get that. He looks so weird.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not its audience. I should be its audience. I'm the perfect age range, but I'm not its audience. I'm not really that interested in this.
Well, I loved the first Aladdin. I know most of the songs by heart. So, well, I didn't love it, but I know most of the songs by heart at least. And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. The only thing that would be better than this maybe would be Little Mermaid, which would be the best thing that ever was.
A live action Little Mermaid, which
No,
will mostly
just-
be CG until she gets out of the water.
Well, that's fine. They could just make a whole, just make it all CG. Make it all really good CG, and that's all I need. But I want the songs. I want all the songs to sell.
So Sammy Sock Monkey says 2 movies about toys took top 2 spots. That's an interesting observation. Good point.
Yeah.
Alvin Francis, hello Alvin, says, and I'm not sure which he's talking about. I'm assuming maybe Child's Play, but perhaps also Toy Story. Wow, that's it. I thought nostalgia is going to make it a bunch of money. Maybe he's talking about Child's Play. Lysis. I'm sorry, Lysis. By the way, welcome back. Man, you guys are all reoccurring listeners. I love it. Says, I am disappointed in this generation, and I ask gently that you kids get off my lawn.
Lay off and get off my lawn.
Alvin says, Jasper, I'm waiting for my Guru certification in the mail.
Yeah, I want to double down on that and say, guys, definitely direct all of your Guru related mail to Jasper, because that's the only reason we've rehired him to deal with the paperwork. There we go.
So we have a caller. I'm very hesitant to take this caller. They literally just joined and then tried to call in. Let's see what happens. And they're gone.
All right.
Oh my.
Surprise,
And they're off.
surprise.
It's Monday. They got stuff to do. They can't wait on us all day.
No. Stephen S., why the abundance of Disney Pixar films? Yeah, I don't know, man. Because they own most of the movie studios now. So
Yeah.
it's
And
been
kids stuff always makes a lot of money. It doesn't matter if it's good or if it's crap. Kids stuff makes the bank.
Ooh, something I didn't write down, but I found interesting. The majority age range for Toy Story 4 attendance, 25 and up.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh, my
Crazy.
goodness.
They needed their Woody fix. Wait, That phrasing.
Wow.
Phrasing.
It is just another manic Monday. All right. I'm going to blow through the rest of the top 10 here. We discussed the top 4. Number 5, The Secret Life of Pets 2. Number 6, Rocket Man. Number 7, John Wick, Chapter 3. Number 8, Godzilla, King of Monsters. These have all been hanging in for a few weeks now. Number 9, Dark Phoenix. Number 10, Shaft. There was something else. Oh, yeah. Luc Besson's Anna also opened this weekend, and it just missed the top 10, coming in and at 11th with just over $3.5 million. Steve, but why remakes in 1 year? Sorry, not remake of Toy Story. I'm confused by your statement, Steven, but it sounds like you are too.
Well, why so many of them? Like Aladdin. Okay, like Aladdin and Lion King. Like and Dumbo wasn't all that far. You're like, that wasn't all that long ago.
Well, dude, how ridiculous. I'm actually, Steve, more like Aladdin and now Lion King. Oh, yeah. But, well, that's because they're pumping out the quote-unquote live action, because their titles, their property, people know all that stuff. It's guaranteed money. That's why the Disney's doing it.
Yeah.
So would this count as like a re-release so that they can also topple Avatar?
No, I believe
these are true reboots, so they don't count towards the box office numbers.
Yeah, exactly. And this is probably true pretty much all the time, but something that, Steven mentioned, the remakes and stuff. And looking at the top 10, with the exception of Rocket Man, they're all sequels or remakes or reboots.
What is Rocket Man?
That's that biopic. What's his name?
Elton John.
Okay.
Oh, Steven says getting into DC with Swamp Thing. Are you talking the TV show or the actual comics? Or either way, I support it. More Swamp Thing for everyone.
Yeah, I support it, but I would say I'm more for the comics than the show. Not that the show's horrible, but it's going away anyway, so.
Stephen, I have things to say about the show. I don't know if we should dive into that today or not. Stephen Woolover says the TV show.
Okay.
Woolover. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your last. Why am I even trying the last name?
Yeah, don't do that.
He's got a nice, simple name like Stephen. I'm
or
complicating
Jack.
it.
Just everyone is Jack now.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jack for a while, but yeah, I appreciated Jack a lot. So, all right. Isn't a biopic a reboot of a career? I mean,
it's definitely a dramatic retelling of false accounts.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on an existing property of this person's life.
I don't think that they should be allowed to make those until that person's dead. Then,
it does seem questionable. Like, well, it's like ripe for them to either disagree or embellish the truth heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? Was it the NWA biopic?
Mm-hmm.
Is that who that was a biopic of?
Straight Outta Compton, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had heard that was kind of sugar-coated in spots to make certain people in the story that are still alive and were involved in the production appear maybe a little better than they might have actually been in real life. But
even Bohemian Rhapsody, like they embellished the truth on that one to make it more dramatic. Like, oh, he left and it was such a rocky breakup type of thing. And no, like everybody was on board with the solo projects.
Well, when Snoop Dogg wrote "Murder is the Case That They Gave Me," he was actually on trial for murder. So we know his life is realistic. Yeah,
we fell down a rabbit hole of Snoop Dogg and his murder trial not long ago.
Yeah.
So
not convicted.
Somebody mentioned Swamp Thing. You can't do that unless you're going to get without getting Randy started on Swamp Thing. Melanie and I just watched episode 4. I don't want to go too. I mean, I guess this is a little spoilery, but it's not too spoilery. But here's my issue with them announcing. Listen, they can cancel it. Just don't announce it this early into the season. Because 4 episodes in, they have introduced Sunderland's a major character. They've introduced Abomination and the Rot. They've introduced the Floronic Man, pre-Floronic Man, Floronic Man. And I think they just introduced Anton Arcane, or hinted at.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 4 major villains. There's only 6 episodes left. I highly doubt any of them are going to get their arcs wrapped. So, F you, DC, and Warner Brothers. I'm still angry about that. Even if the quality is a little so-so at times. Come on. Like, how can I be invested in this show at all, knowing not only is it canceled, it was cut short like 3 episodes out of the season. So I'm just irritated by that still.
Yeah. And besides like having the extra villains, they're keeping villains along longer. Like Sunderland died right away, didn't he?
Well, I mean, it depends. Because technically, no, he lasted like 20 something issues. It's just most people start at the beginning of Alan Moore's run, which he kills him. God, what happened? Which kills Sunderland off right away. So yeah, I swear I don't always stutter, but when I do,
it's Monday.
I start good. All right. I do want to jump back and let's see. Alvin Francis said creativity went down so much for a while now, mostly remakes, superhero movies, or prequels or sequels. What is your credentials? I don't know, Stephen. What are our credentials?
Well, if we could interest you in a Guru certificate, that would be at least one credential. I don't know if there's much I don't know how much credit I'd give that credential, but
how about I've read entire series of comic books. That I think that is pretty good, and so I think you have too, Jesse. And I'm not sure about Randy.
I own even more than I've read.
Yeah,
an awful lot more than I've read.
I think I own more than I've read too, and I haven't read nearly as much as you have. I just kept buying them for a while and not reading them.
I like to own things.
Because then you got them.
Yeah. And then, I keep them.
Well, I read them and I don't even own them.
There's that. I think you may have cracked the code on that.
When it comes down to it, the only credentials you need is a certified Guru credential.
Yep.
A Guru certification.
If you contact Jasper, he can tell you all about it.
So I have the chat is interesting today. We're getting a whole bunch of people joining now. Hi, we're talking movies and TV stuff. Do you all get invited to the red carpet?
Only the carpet I stain with wine.
Good answer. I couldn't figure out how to say that. No, we've never gotten invited to no red carpet.
No, but we've had Jen, movie fan Jen, on the podcast before, and she's gone to some of those. She actually was at the red carpet event for Endgame, and she got to meet a lot of people.
Did she meet Chris Pratt?
I don't know if Chris Pratt was one of them. I think like most of them walked by. She got Benedict Cumberbatch to do a shout out to Holly, which like made Holly's year.
Oh, I bet that video was cool.
Yeah. What a cool idea. What a cool opportunity. I think was it Chris Hemsworth also he said hi to people in Nebraska. It's like, all right.
So let's react at the news.
All right, Let's do it.
Alvin's still waiting for his Guru certificate.
He's camping out, man. We gotta hurry.
It may be a while.
It's kind of like an iPhone. You just gotta like sit there and wait for it. It's a terrible system, but it's a system.
Sammy Sock Monkey says, Alvin, from what I understand, Jasper didn't mail them because he was buying powder. He is in the grips of that devil powder. All right. The first bit of news we got. This is mainly for Melanie. I know she'll be super excited.
Ooh,
Legion Season 3 premieres tonight.
Yay!
10 p.m. Eastern Time on FX.
How do you not love that show, Randy? It's freaking great.
Why would you assume I don't?
Because you're never as excited about it as you should be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your level of excitement is disappointing.
Your excitement disappoints me. I am excited for it. Oh, I see. Powder.
Well, it's
perhaps not the powder you're thinking.
Not an albino kid with powers over electricity.
Yeah. Not enough robot.
Oh.
Nobody remembers that movie. Oh no, I'm old.
You're talking Powder.
That's one of those ones you watch once and then you're like, okay, that was good. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're totally right.
But why was that movie huge? That movie was huge.
Yeah.
Because that guy was bald and white. It was like the only acceptable skinhead ever in history or something.
Oh my.
Is that why the X-Men movies do so well?
Probably.
Ooh.
All right. So we got a little bit more TV news. Netflix, Jessica. This isn't as good as the Legion Season 3 premiere, whatnot, but whatever. It's notable, I guess. Jessica Jones, which Season 3 dropped the 14th. And obviously, as we all know, all the Marvel Netflix series have been canceled now. That was the last one. Kristen Ritter, who played Jessica Jones, was asked, I don't remember by who, if she would play it again, and she said no. She probably wouldn't. Here, I'll get a little bit more detail on this. So I'm reading, what am I? I'm on IndieWire.com, but they're basically reporting on another report. That's all we do. We all just report on other people's reports. So she was asked, or she told TV Line, do I think I'll play her again? I don't think so. I feel like I've played her, I feel really good about it. I feel good about closing the door. So yeah, she doesn't think, whatever. She doesn't sound like she is interested in coming back if it were to be revived. I mean, I think everyone's hope is these shows would get revived by Disney once they launch the Disney Plus thing. However, I don't think that's happening. In fact, because of the agreement between Marvel and Netflix, that can't happen for at least 2 years after the shows were canceled. In fact, they can't even develop anything using those characters for at least 2 years. Disney, that is. So
besides, she's not. I don't buy her as Jessica Jones. She doesn't have the body type and look of an alcoholic. It's just not true.
But most people you see portray alcoholics on shows won't. You know what I mean?
Like Jessica Jones?
Well, that's an ugly reality that gets prettied up on TV shows and movies, right?
Oh, right.
So you're not going to see an alcoholic body type, most likely, unless the actor's an alcoholic.
That sounds like it was a Christian Bale thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Just really disappear into the role.
You're going to wreck my body for this role as Jessica Jones.
Now I want to see that. Christian Bale is just totally devoted to the role. I am Jessica Jones. Where's Kilgrave? Where is he?
So, I mean, this falls in line with other stories like Charlie Cox, who played, who was in Daredevil. He would love to come back. A lot of them have said, yeah, we'd love to come back. But it's not happening. Okay. And if it does, it's not going to be like it was on Netflix. Because Disney don't like that. Let's see. Alvin says it has to be at least tolerable to the eyes of the viewers. LOL. Sammy Sock Monkey says Jessica should have been a little older. Alex Melvey drew her more frumpy. What did we read We read some Jessica Jones, and she was definitely not drawn frumpy in what we read.
We read the original run of Alias.
Alias, yes.
Yeah.
But she looks a little more butch, at least.
Well, she did have. Well, Kristen Ritter's actually kind of small, right? She has a pretty small build, and in the comics that we read, she has a slightly more stocky, typical superhero female form, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Another bit of news. We're going to switch over to some movie news. And this is, again, nothing concrete, whatever. You take what you can get, but this was at least interesting, I thought. It's basically people saying, yeah, I'd like to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, you shared a link to this article.
Did I? Okay, yeah.
28 days later, so the director said, excuse me, the director of the original 28 Days Later film said a third movie would be possible. He said in an interview with The Independent, Alex Garland, who wrote the original film and has also directed several other movies. Alex Garland and I have a wonderful idea for a third part. It's properly good. I like that you can hear Danny Boyle's Britishness there. It's properly good.
It's proper good.
Yeah, exactly. The original film led to a bit of a resurgence in the zombie drama. Was it really drama? That was a weird word to put there.
Yeah, it was drama.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely drama.
And it doesn't reference any of that. What? Okay, hold on. Let me reread this.
He doesn't understand sequels.
The original film, it doesn't reference any of that. In fact, it takes place in a world. Yeah, okay.
In a world where Betty White plays all the zombies. She is the virus.
Except there's no viruses or zombies. Okay, no. The original film led to a bit of resurgence in the zombie drama, and it doesn't reference any of that. It doesn't feel stale at all. End quote. Okay, well, I don't know what he means by that. However...
So it's like the last sequel, which sort of didn't reference it, but just took place in the same world?
Well, I will say, I appreciate Danny Boyle as a director, and I like most of what I've seen Alex Garland has written and the movies he's directed. He directed Ex Machina, which I saw, and Annihilation I have not seen yet, but I've heard good things. I think that came out last year. And they were both involved with the original 28 Days Later, and they were not, importantly to me, they were not involved with 28 Weeks Later, which I was not super keen on.
Right.
No, I wasn't particularly either. The first one was good, and I think a lot of that was just that, what's that guy's name? I can't remember the actor's name, but he has the most amazing eyes ever. But other than that...
The main actor, the lead in 28 Days Later, Cillian Murphy.
Okay, that's what it is, yeah.
Sammy Sockmonkey says, so the movie would be called 28 Months Later? That was the first thing that popped in my head when I was reading the story.
Well, dang, how many years old is that movie now?
28 years
28
later.
Years later. Not quite that much, but...
No.
So, is the 28... The 28 days... Sorry.
No,
the 20 days, is that how long it's supposed to take for them to starve or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I believe so.
Well, the first one was literally like that's when this guy wakes up in the hospital. It's 28 days later or something, right?
Was it?
Was it? I didn't realize it was that long.
I don't know. I guess it's been a while since I've seen it. But I basically... Sammy says yes.
Okay.
And that's what kind of confused me about the 28 weeks later, because is this supposed to be set? It was supposed to be set even further down the road where they thought they had it under control.
Mm-hmm.
No, they thought they had a clever title.
Yeah, they had it quarantined or whatever. They had it quarantined, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah.
I do love the guy that was in the sequel, though. His name is escaping me right now.
From the Full Monty, that guy?
Yeah, from the Full Monty and Ravenous, which from the Ravenous movie from the 90s is great. Nobody talks. That's a movie. I should have mentioned the Robert Carlyle. Thank you, Sammy Sockmonkey. Ask and chat and Trev. I'm sorry, is it Trevon Reed? Thank you, man. Ask and the chat will deliver. You guys are great.
Mm-hmm. They're like the dumpster god.
Yeah,
the dumpster god.
Oh, that's a personal thing, and not calling you guys dumpster people, but I dumpster dive occasionally, and every time I need something, it shows up in a dumpster somewhere, and it's amazing. The dumpster god is great, and so are you guys.
It's kind of like my closet. If I need something, I just look through my closet and I will find it.
You've got a room of requirement for all our Harry Potter nerds.
All right. So, well, what time is it? Well, I could mention that. So the other day, hey, this will be a good opportunity to mention OCon Expo 2019, because at the end of the month, June 28th through the 30th, if you're in the Omaha, the Nebraska, Iowa area, go to Council Bluffs, go to the Mid-America Center, and check us out. We'll be hanging out at OCon Expo 2019. It's a comic convention, and man, I went the weird roundabout way promoting this, but whatever. OconExpo.com, check it out. We're going to have a table there. Jesse will have a table there with all of his awesome artworks, and yeah, be there. The reason I mentioned all of that was because I needed to pick up another microphone, because I want to have a podcast set up at our booth, at our table. A podcast, the whole gear, whatever. I'm just rambling now. But I was on Amazon, and it's a little late to be ordering anything for Amazon for the end of this week from Amazon. But I was like, well, maybe I can pick up, if it gets here quick enough, I can pick up a super cheap microphone. So I found a microphone. I was like, that looks okay. It's cheap. It's not what I'd want to record the main podcast with, but it'd be a nice little backup. And I threw it in the Amazon cart. Then I was like, you know what? I should look through my closet real quick to see if I have extra like microphone clips and stuff. And I'm looking through the closet, and I found the exact microphone that I put in the cart on Amazon, the exact brand. And it's basically brand new. And I did not know it was there.
And this is not the first time that this has happened to you, right?
This is not the first time it's happened. No, in fact, I found an even better microphone not long ago. Well, I was like, man, I need another microphone. Didn't know it was there. I don't know where these come from.
It's magic. Yeah, Hogwarts. Basically Hogwarts.
It is magic. Yes, it must have been placed there by a mythical creature.
Oh, weird.
Perhaps a small gnome or sock monkey. See, this is why Randy doesn't share his random irrational fears on the podcast. Because then you get them those creatures showing up in the chat.
It does happen.
But none of your fears are weird irrational ones. They're all like, I'm not boring, but like
sensible.
The house is going to start on fire, or
yeah, real.
Yeah.
Plausible.
Yeah, how dare you have fears that are real?
Oh man. All right, I have one other thing. This isn't really a news thing, but I figured with all the Disney movies and the Toy Story 4 coming out this last weekend, and maybe this is something that all people in the chat will want to contribute. But basically, this is not a poll we put on. This is based on a poll on comingsoon.net. I don't know if that site's good, but I found this poll there, so we're rolling with it. And I don't have all of their full list, because they had all the Pixar movies listed, but they ran a poll of what is the best Pixar movie. Now I have the top 5 listed from their poll, but I wanted to also throw it out to, of course, you two on the microphones with me, but also the chat. What's the best Pixar movie? And
that's tough.
Yeah. Do you guys, before I jump into the poll, do you guys have any thoughts?
Best Pixar movie?
Yeah. Or even a short list of the top.
No.
I mean, Finding Nemo
Wow.
is pretty classic. It got a lot of rewatches out of me that I wouldn't expect. Not that I'm rushing to rewatch it now, but I think I've watched it more times than pretty much any other Pixar movie.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot, but that wasn't necessarily my choice. That was the kids that I was with.
Yeah, sure.
Hey Eunice, thanks for the like, the hearts, or whatever they appear as on your screen. Sammy Sock Monkey says, Cars. Oh god.
Oh god.
Finding Nemo and Incredibles in that order.
Oh, wait, Incredibles, is that Pixar?
Yeah.
Okay, then Incredibles for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list.
Finding Nemo and Incredibles, yes. I hate Cars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Matt D. If that is your real name. Okay, no. I'm sorry, Matt D. I cannot stand Cars. I'm not a fan, but that's me.
Yeah, I thought he was going to beat my nephew up once.
What?
You were like, no, not again. No more Cars.
Cars, you stupid small child.
Wait, is Brave considered a Pixar movie, or is it considered a proper Disney movie?
Yeah, that would be Pixar, right? Isn't it?
I kind of like Brave and Inside Out, but I like Inside Out as an adult and what it means for like mental health awareness more than I like it as a movie. So
Brave is was produced by Pixar Animation Studios.
Yeah, I kind of dig Brave. I mean, as a ginger, I may be biased.
Okay, Sammy says it's okay. I like Paul Newman and Steve McQueen, so the movie was in my wheelhouse. I guess I didn't really.
I like Paul Newman, but not that I don't like Steve McQueen. I just haven't seen much Steve McQueen, which I know is a horrible to say, but it's true.
I mean, he did a lot, but he died pretty young, so his filmography is somewhat limited compared to other actors.
Okay, then I don't care. I don't feel bad then.
Yeah, he didn't do anything past the 70s. Sammy Sock Monkey also says, and Wreck-It Ralph. I have not seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph is fun.
Either of them. Yeah.
It's all right, yeah.
I also like, I'm a big fan of Alan Tudyk, though, and he does The Candy King.
You need to watch Doom Patrol.
Oh, yeah? Because Alan Tudyk, he's like a bad guy in it, isn't he?
He's the main villain, and he's so wacky in it.
Oh, yeah, it's great. And the way, yeah. He's probably one of the best parts of the whole thing.
Sammy Sock Monkey says Bullet was the best Steve McQueen film. Bullet is good. Trayvon says Wreck-It Ralph is Disney, not Pixar. Okay.
See, that's where it gets weird, that's why I question the Brave thing. But
no, well, Wikipedia says Brave is Pixar.
Oh, okay.
Disney, you don't get to do CG unless you're doing a quote unquote live action movie. Stop it. You leave that for Pixar.
Hey, they had their chance, and they decided not to go that way. So, hello.
Muddy the brand. It's confusing.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the top 5 from the comingsoon.net's poll.
All right, I'm ready to be outraged.
Okay. Just Sammy Sockmonkey says it's hard to tell sometimes the difference between Pixar and Disney. Wow, what is happening with my words? Well, just remember, guys, Pixar will never do a sequel.
Oh, God.
Really?
They'll never do a sequel, yeah.
Back in their Toy Story 1 days, 4 Toy Stories ago, they said they were never going to do a sequel.
Oh, so hot take prediction of this list. Four of the top 5 are Toy Story movies.
Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2. No, actually, this list isn't too bad. So number 1, Toy Story. It doesn't really surprise me.
Right. They're the reason there are sequels.
Yeah, exactly. The number 2 on the comingsoon.net poll is WALL-E.
I like WALL-E, but I'm surprised that it made the top 5.
I like WALL-E too. Man, if they stopped before they got, I liked the bit with the humans on the ship, but if they stopped before that, it would have been way better.
Oh, sure.
No humans.
Forget it. Forget those humans. I like it for the same reason I like Inside Out. It's got like a strong, like, socio-political message, but that's exactly why some people are not going to agree with it or like it. And I don't blame them.
Don't show me the truth.
It's heavy-handed. It's heavy-handed, so.
Sammy Sockmonkey says Fred Willard was great in that movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Number 3, The Incredibles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, The Incredibles is one of my favorites for sure. That'd be way up there on the list.
And I am disappointed that this is not outrageous. Like, I should be outraged. Next one's definitely gonna make me mad.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready to be so mad.
Get upset.
Okay.
Get upset. Number 4 is Up.
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 I like Up too.
He was all right. I really like the beginning, except for the fact that they like make you want to cry right off the bat.
Maybe they should have just made the whole movie that, and then everybody would
just make me cry.
No, yeah.
I want to feel. I want to feel.
I agree. I agree with everyone. The opening to Up is amazing. The rest of the movie, I could care less, man. It's kind of boring.
Yeah,
like
I don't think I'd put it on. I don't think I'd put it on this list. There are definitely better movies that could be on the top 5.
I think it started as a short, and then they were like, "Hey, we can make a whole movie out of this," and then they're like, "Oh no, we can't."
And does anybody really like that kid that follows? Like,
no, who likes that kid?
He's
anybody in the chat like that kid?
I didn't remember there was a kid.
Awful.
I just thought it was a bunch of dogs.
No,
that's because you blocked out the kid.
No, there's an old man, a dumb kid, and a dog that can
so dumb
say that like squirrels.
Yeah, and
that dog was awesome.
There was a
that
bunch
dog
of dogs,
can be on my team.
Was there other dogs? I remember the one dog.
Bunch of dogs. I thought like he was a good. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter.
He was a good boy. That's all that matters.
He was a good boy.
Okay, so and the last one I have here, number 5 spot. Let's see. Sammy Sock Monkey says, "Not as much as I like the fat kid in the Sandlot."
You're killing me, Paul.
Put the fat kid from the Sandlot in Up. Way better movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
way better.
Leveled up right there.
Number 5, Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah,
which does not surprise me. It's in the top 5.
Yeah.
So I would probably swap Up with. What would I swap it with? Maybe Monsters Inc.
Wait, was that Pixar?
Yeah, that was Pixar.
It was
one of the early ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the first ones, and everybody made a big deal about the fur and how amazing they did the fur. I remember that.
Yeah. The boots with the fur.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was. That's one of those ones I always get mixed up with. Then the what's the other company that started making?
Oh, DreamWorks, because they have like Bugs Life, and then there's ants on the other side.
Oh yeah, the garbage, garbage. All right,
and why isn't Ratatouille on this list? Now I'm mad. And the Good Dinosaur. Oh,
what's that?
I don't know. I've never seen it, but my nieces and nephews have.
So yeah, I think Cars. When Cars happened, is when I stopped making a point to like watch all the Pixar movies that come out. I was like, oh no, okay, they're just.
Cars wasn't that bad.
It sucks. Hot take. You suck it. Cars is the worst.
George Carlin's in the first one, though. No, you're right. It's still a bad movie. I just try to make excuses because Carlin's awesome, and he was.
You know who else? Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
His mate? No, Mater. Come on. Okay, all right. I'll lay off of Cars. All right, so we have about 10 minutes left of our stream today. Hey, what do y'all want to talk about? I see a lot of people joined in, but only Sammy Sock Monkey is talking. Where'd y'all go?
Sammy understands how this works. He's a guru, certified.
They're probably so busy like touching themselves to our voices that they can't type.
Sorry, I was not ready for that.
They love it when you stutter, baby.
Oh, they get lots of that. You get lots of that.
Yeah.
Stuttering Randy. Stuttering Randy. Stuttering Randy.
Are you
what is that from? What is Stuttering Stanley?
I don't know.
That's from something.
I do vaguely remember that.
Sixth Sense? Is that really? Okay. Yes, I think so. I think you're right, Sammy Sock Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Where was the Grawlix on Mel's comment? I mean, listen, Grawlixing things in real time, it's a little tricky.
I mean, she didn't swear. She didn't swear.
Yeah,
No, you didn't. You didn't say anything.
It was just
Some
It was-
implications, but there was no swears.
So what do you guys? let's do something. What are you guys excited for? Listen, I brought so much content.
Hey, we've done really well right up to these last 10 minutes. I think we kept it moving. The chat has been engaging, but not as interactive as we're used to. There's lots of things going on. I was on we've got all sorts of new stuff coming out and whatnot because it's Monday, right? We've got all the new episodes, which people we're gonna throw that out there again. You should go check those out. But I was also I guested on an episode of Make Eternia Great Again that came out this weekend, and it was all about everyone's favorite toy from the 80s, Ram Man. And if you say that it wasn't, you're wrong, and he'll fight you. Maybe not.
What, you'll fight them, or Ram Man will fight them?
Yeah, we'll both fight you. But Ram Man is probably not all that intimidating because his springs are at least, 30 years old. So, you're probably not even going to get a bruise if you get rammed by a Ram Man. But I made this assessment, and maybe the chat will agree or disagree with me, that everyone owned a Ram Man figure, but no one bought one.
I don't even know what that is.
Conspiracy theory.
Honestly, I don't think I did have one.
You're a little younger.
Yeah.
So I mean, you might have missed out on that. But it's like Ram Man was, for whatever reason, like the He-Man toy that everybody just kind of wound up with. I think they made a bajillion of him, and he just showed up in people's houses. He's like the garden gnome of the He-Man universe.
Yeah.
I know I had a Ram Man figure, but I do not remember being like, hey, I need that guy brand new.
Yeah.
Sammy Sock Monkey says, yes, he had two, and he also kept getting Man at Arms.
Oh, yeah, Man at Arms, yeah. Which was the worst because in the show, Man at Arms has a Tom Selleck mustache, but on the toy, nope.
What?
No mustache on the toy.
How could you do that?
I don't know. Well, I mean, the toy was created before the cartoon, but why would you go so completely off model for the cartoon if the cartoon is basically a commercial for the toy?
Well, maybe the guy that was drawing it was like, you know what? This doesn't feel right. He needs a mustache.
He needs a little more Magnum PI in his life.
Yep.
EA in the chat, interesting name. EA says, I have no idea who Ram Man is, but I did have He-Man.
Ram Man was the guy that rammed things. Basically, you could crunch him down. He had a little lever on his foot, and he would just pop up. And so he was designed to ram the door of Castle Grayskull. And so I often refer to him as the fidget spinner of the 80s because he had one purpose, and that was crunch him down, pop him up, crunch him down, pop him up. And that's like a fidget spinner right there.
Sammy Sock Monkey asks, was it a Selleck mustache or a porn stash?
Both, I think, because, I mean, really.
Yeah. Same difference.
I'd be right.
Tomato.
A little bit more full and luscious than a Ron Jeremy mustache. So a little more Selleck and a little less porn, but somewhere in the middle, like a healthy middle ground, I think. That's the Man at Arms stash right there.
You like that. What else is going on? Hey, Jesse, what'd you do this weekend? You did something.
Oh, hey, yeah. I was at Smallville Comic-Con in Hutchinson, Kansas, which gets renamed Smallville for the weekend. And it was fun. It was interesting. It was kind of like Comic-Con in a sense, but it was on one of those fairground areas, so it's in multiple buildings. So all the vendors are in one big building, along with the celebrities, and then there's a cosplay building or whatever where they had. Well, I mean, it's not just cosplay, but they had big props. Somebody had a fully built Hulkbuster Iron Man that you could go look at. the Umbrella Academy not Umbrella Academy, Umbrella Corporation, two totally different franchises. They were set up in one of the buildings, and there were some interesting guests. Brandon Routh was there from Superman Returns and DC Comics Legends of Tomorrow, as well as the original actress. Her name's going to totally elude me right now because I should know it. That played April O'Neil in the first live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
What? Really?
She was there. Yeah.
Amazing.
And there were other people there, but those are the two big ones that I was like, oh, if I had money, I won't see them.
Yeah. I didn't like one of the Aprils, but I can't remember which one it was. But one of them I didn't like.
I liked the first one. The second one was and then I don't even know who the third April was. Was April even in the third movie? I don't even know.
Yeah,
not much. If I remember,
a little bit, because Casey and her were stuck here or something like that, right?
Oh yes, yeah, with the samurais.
Yeah,
that's right. Let's see. Sammy Sock Monkey asked, "How about movie homework?" So we talked about that.
Oh sure.
So how do we want that to work? Is that going to be like we pick a movie, say, "Hey, go watch that. This is what we're going to discuss whatever day"?
Well, if it was Grawlix Cinematic Tuesday, then
Grawlix
we would
Cinematic.
Yeah, man.
That's about true for the last.
You stumble, you stutter, and I just say words wrong. I just come up with words like Guru.
Now I'm not sure because I feel like this came up after what was it? Maybe it would have been Wednesday where I had the idea Melanie had the idea of Tuesday we'd see a new movie and then talk about it Wednesday. I'm not sure if movie homework's in reference to that or.
Well, I think we should, but that's just because we have a theater where we only have to pay $5 on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Yeah. The two $5 Tuesdays at a couple of the local theaters, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think two of them do it.
I would say this is not a real good week to go to a movie theater because like everything is revolving around getting ready for Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, I know. And that's why I'm hesitant to say, yeah, go watch whatever this movie in the theater, and then us not have the opportunity to do it. We could do a Netflix thing or something.
Right.
Melanie and I watched a movie this weekend. We watched The Black Coat's Daughter, which is not brand new. Came out a few years ago, but it's got Sabrina in it.
Oh yeah,
and it was good. And I don't know if a whole lot of people would like it. Sammy Sock Monkey says that's true. Netflix would be fun, but I loved it. I thought Black Coat's Daughter was awesome, but it's kind of a slow burn. So you'd have to be into horror movies to really get on board with it, I think.
Yeah.
What are some trending Netflix movies that would be interesting homework?
Well, what's new on Netflix? If I had kept up on our new on Netflix posts, I would know, but I have not the last month or so. So one moment here, everybody. I'm just looking up what's hitting Netflix. What's like real recent in terms of movies that look decent.
Another thing that's happened like today was Bendy and the Ink Machine. We don't talk a lot of video games on here, but Bendy and the Ink Machine released a trailer that shows some gameplay footage. For those of you who don't know what Bendy and the Ink Machine is, it's basically like what if Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse or one of those old school classic cartoons from the black and white era were also kind of a horrible nightmare. And they're finally releasing a sequel to the first game, and I mean, like it's basically it's one of those games that's visually awesome kind of thing. Like gameplay wise, it's run around and get scared by jump scare moments and that kind of thing. But I kind of really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I did Let's Plays of it, and they released the first trailer where we see what the game might be. So that's out there.
Okay, so Man, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is coming out. Will be on Netflix the 26th. I'm kind of excited for that because I did not go see it.
Oh,
in the
you should
theater.
see. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. I would definitely say that one if it weren't basically the end of the week.
Yeah, it's dropping
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Right.
So, okay. Listen, you don't have to watch this if you don't want, but how about The Perfection? It's a recent Netflix original film. However, I hear it's a rather upsetting horror movie. So,
I
The
almost watched
Perfection.
that.
No, we didn't watch it. We
No,
watched.
I almost watched it.
Oh, you almost watched it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about that? If you feel like watching a gory, upsetting kind of horror movie, watch The Perfection. I'll watch it before Wednesday, and we can maybe talk about that.
And for those of you who hate horror movies, let's just talk about Thor Ragnarok some more.
Hey, I'm always up for that.
And that's on Netflix right now too, isn't it?
Is it Thor
I think
Ragnarok?
so.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Unless it got pulled off, but it was on there. Listen, I'm always down for Thor Ragnarok. Wait, wasn't there? I thought there was another Men in Black. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Men in Black Thor was the joke I was going to make earlier, but I forgot. Okay. Sammy Sock Monkey says he thinks it is. You're right, and it could be cheap. It's so expensive. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Sometimes, chat, I apologize. Sometimes you guys will respond to something, and I do not see it right away, so I'm not sure what it's in response to. Oh, it's 2:01. We need to get off of this.
Oh.
We need to end this stream.
It's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. So when are we moving before? We'll talk about that movie on Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. We're gonna watch The Perfection on Netflix. I apologize if it sucks or listen, I don't know anything about it other than it's probably going to be upsetting. But that's what I'm going to watch, and I'll be up for talking about it. If you want to join in, everybody, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Otherwise, hey, we'll be back this time an hour from we'll be back
An hour ago tomorrow.
1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Netflix or Fox? Netflix. It's on Netflix. Fox.
Yeah.
I'm confused, which just means time to hit the outro. Hey, everybody. Have a good Monday. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out, we dropped a very cool best of episode of Grawlix Podcast today. We also dropped a very cool outtakes episode of Grawlix Cinematic Universe. You can find both those here on Castbox or anywhere else you find podcasts.
Also,
Hey,
push Odie off of a table and eat some lasagna.
Yes, and follow me or any of those shows to get notified when we go live every day. Woo! You all have a great weekend, or have a great week.
Those things, all the things.
What? It's not the weekend yet.
No,
Oh God.
it's gonna be brutal.
All right,
No.
everybody, have a good Monday.
Mel survived the sack monkey.
Mel, you survived the sack monkey.
That sounds dirty.
Well done.
All right, everybody, I'm going to hang up on you two, and I'll talk to you in messages. And everybody else, have a good day. Boo. Boo. Scary doll. You can't do
I'm
it.
a scary doll. You should run. Get running.